Hey OFP Nation. Today I had the pleasure of interviewing Praveen Kumar, who tuned in with us from Italy. Praveen is a seasoned trader with at least 7 years experience who first started his trading journey with OFP about a year and a half ago. In today's interview, Praveen not only shares about his personal experience with OFP, but he also shares some very insightful thoughts about how he feels the consistency score helps traders be more profitable. And he also shares why he believes OFP is one of the leading prop firms in instant funding. So if you're ready to dive in and hear all about Praveen's OFP experience, stick around for the full interview. Hi, hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks so much for asking. We'll go ahead and we'll dive right in. The first thing I want to ask is, can you introduce yourself? Tell us what your name is and where you're from.
Yeah, sure. My name is Praveen Kumar. I'm from India, but I live and works in Italy. I came to Italy 6, 7 years back, and yeah, I came for a master's degree in mechanical engineering, and then in between I started doing trading, and yeah, it's been a while.
How long have you been trading, Praveen?
I started primarily maybe in 2018, and then I was doing a master's during that time. So I was not like completely trading, but yeah, I was like part-time trading and try to learn how I can do in a better way. So kind of losses in the beginning almost. And then I think 2020, I first got introduced to Proforms. I think it was Audacity or something, and from there I started to start my career as a trading, and in between I've also done the over the counter trading between the two firms which are not listed in the market. I joined most of the pro firms. Some have challenges, some are already closed. So yeah, it's been let's say 4 years, 5 years in pro firms.
It's been a journey. Trading is a journey. So
Yeah.
I
And
completely understand.
I mean, if you think about it, maybe before COVID, there were only few companies, right? Maybe
Mhm.
FTMO or few another. But after the COVID or during that phase, all the desk trading jobs are online. Now you can be a desk trader at your home, right? You just have to prove yourself. So it changed it changed the industry of trading actually.
Absolutely. And would you say are you a full-time trader now, or do you still trade just part-time?
I am on pro firms. I'm part time, but I do have other work as well. But it is
Okay.
related to trading. But it is between the two assets or two, let's say, like over the counter trades.
How exciting. So how long have you been trading with OFP?
I have been up and down with the OFP. I think I bought my first account maybe 1.5 years back, and then I think I validated the account, and then I came back after a few months, and now I think like from 3 or 4 months, I'm again back to OFP. Yeah,
I know you said that you started in 2020 with prop firms.
yeah.
What motivated you to join OFP when you first got started with us?
First thought that came to my mind is, of course, no challenges. I mean, apart from that, the I think in the beginning you guys have a weekly or some. Yeah, I think it was very low profit, like 26% something, right? 26 percentile profit share or something. So I mean, still it was not much, but okay, you don't have to go through a whole like two-phase challenge, and then you okay, even if you pass, you have to wait for months, maybe one or two depending on your type of trading. You still need a lot of time to trade over that. And OFP, first of all, they were when I saw their website, it was all on the website. The rules were pretty understandable, not so much tricky in the beginning. And then that's how I joined the OFP. And then yeah, it was a good change, I think, from a challenge phase of Profirm to directly the
Yeah.
instant funding you get it. There were instant funding models in the industry before, but come on, the pricing is, first of all, it's monthly subscription. It's like you buy a Netflix, you watch or you don't watch, you pay for it, right? OFP, it was just one time, and you can take how much time you want. You don't have any time limit or any other issues. So yeah, that's I think one of the biggest reason to join OFP.
I agree. Before I started working for OFP, and I don't know if you know this, but I'm a trader too, Praveen. And I started with OFP as a trader first.
Okay. So when did
So
you start in?
that was in October of 2023 when I started
Yes.
trading. And it was very different then. As you
Hmm.
mentioned, right? There it was very different. Probably since you started, I think maybe around the time you started, I don't even think OFP had the 80% profit split option yet.
No, it has. I think it came recently. It was not there. It was, I think, up to 60% it was there.
It was
Now you guys have 95%. I
95%.
mean,
A lot has changed.
it has grown so much actually in few years. So yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting to see how much
Yeah.
a company can grow over time.
Yeah. For a new trader, if you want to join a pro firm, what I see or what's my perspective about OFP is also that you have that consistency score, right? If you see, if you are a new trader, you can go to other pro firms. Of course, that some have consistency, some don't. But when you have a consistency, you can develop yourself as well. And if you're doing a little bit well, you can get a payout as well. So
Yeah.
it's not just the payout thing, it is also how a trader can develop over a period of time. Of course, it takes time. No, it's not a, you cannot like just jump over the hill and okay, now I'm done. No, but that consistency score, it actually helps the trader. And some of the now the rules and everything, yeah, it does help.
Yes. Yeah, well, I've heard that. I've heard traders say that the consistency score does help them to focus on being
For me,
precise.
how the consistency score is helping me is it sets a target for me. Basically, the formula is you do four times the highest profit, right? So you don't have to be over the top or so when when you are in your negative, when you are in your low, you know how much you have to reach to get a proper payout.
Yeah.
So it gives a sense of a strategy. So you can plan your trades like that, or you can think about of in that way and achieve it eventually.
In your personal opinion, do you think having the consistency score is a fair trade-off to
Yes,
having
it is. Actually,
challenges?
it is. It is fair trade-off. It's yeah, it's correct.
I appreciate you sharing that, because I know a lot of traders, there are traders who appreciate the consistency score, but then there's also traders who are intimidated. But for me personally, I felt like it took me longer to
Hmm.
pass two phases in a challenge than it took me to meet my consistency score and get a payout.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
It's all about perception, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's all about how you see it. If you compare the perform with challenge and with the consistency, right? Even the trade-off between these two is, come on. Even if you pass first phase, forget about the consistency. There is still another second phase,
Mm-hmm.
and then they manually review it. Just
Mm-hmm.
one trade can days and I don't know how many trades or accounts, yeah. But here you every month you get a chance to restart. So I think it's a good trade-off.
I appreciate you sharing that. What kind of resources do you feel that there have been any specific resources that OFP has that have been helpful to you?
For me, support team is good. I mean, if I have any doubts or any, I have many doubts about the rules I had before. So they pretty explains it very well. Although on the website it's written very well, but maybe for some traders it's difficult to understand to read it, or when you're trading and when you have to be in some that mind of not going above the rules or not violated any rules. They have very good dashboard where you can track yourself. You can check if you have used any like the or any violated any strategies or something. It's pretty clear on the dashboard. So it also helps you to keep the track of your scores, your daily profits, your all the trades, daily drawdown, overall drawdown. It's good. It helps to track the trades over the time.
So, out of curiosity, what would you say has been your greatest achievement with so far trading with OFP?
I can share the screen.
Sure.
So I got my first payout in January this year,
Hmm.
and it was 400 euros, something 420, 430. I don't remember exact amount. And then my two payouts violated some, I think, some rules, so I didn't get it. Another two are almost ready. You see, I have two accounts. One is
Yes.
50K and another is 25K. I'll open the 50K first. This is the account where I got my first payout. Okay, so now you can see my total right now. My day started 2 days back. My month reset on I think 3rd of February, yesterday,
Mhm.
I think. So I'm already on the 50% of my consistency score. For me, I'm taking OFP as a learning platform, not on a come and make a big profits. It's for me, it's a learning phase. I make around 120, 180, 170 in the range. It's variable. It depends between 100 to 200. So what I had the reason of my last payout was I had some bad trades. You see, all it's good here, but I think this one did the trick. I used very small lot size, but I was busy on that day, and I think it was gold. So yeah, I had three bad trades in the whole account. I started with 50K. Now I'm almost at, I think, 51.5, almost 1,500.
Yeah, I think you have a pretty good win ratio too, huh?
Yeah, my win ratio is like 68.
Yeah, that's a great win ratio.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
phenomenal.
yeah.
Good for
And
you.
it's this account. It's been my, I think this is my 3rd month. I think there should be some payout of mine in here. Yeah, $438. Yeah, my
Yeah,
2nd of Jan.
that's
Yeah,
great. What kind of trader are you, Praveen?
yeah.
What's your trading
And
style? Like,
I'm an intraday trader.
what do you tend to trade? Like,
Yeah,
what instruments or pairs do you like to trade?
mostly it's Nasdaq and Forex, Euro USD, or I take some trades in gold as well, but not so much.
When you trade with OFP, do you trade on Trade Locker, C Trader, or Match Trader?
It's C trader.
Do you mark up your trades on MetaTrader?
Yes, what I do is I don't use much of indicators or all. I just use support and resistance and a moving average. I check that for me to define a direction. I use 4 hours, and to
Okay.
trade I use 15 minutes. On the basis of the stop loss, I keep it big. So if, let's say, I have to take a trade over here, so I'll wait for 2 or 3 candles. If it see this candle was
It
pretty
was a
much
very
fine.
strong candle.
Yeah, very strong. It could be bearish from here, sorry, bullish from here, but after this candle I'll sell it until it reaches the moving averages, either 21 or 51. Whichever the moving average is close to the candle, I'll take my profit there. But if it goes above this, let's say, if this is my starting point and I'm going to, let's say, sell it from here, buy it from here, and what I will do is I'll wait for another, let's say, the support or resistance level. If it reaches there and it's still not coming back, I'll take it out. Mostly I react on the fundamentals, on the news.
I have a question.
Yeah,
So for
sure.
this, right? So it looks like you trade zone to zone,
Yeah, basically zone to zone. Yeah,
zone to zone, and
yeah.
then do you wait for like a breakout? So for example,
I
like,
do
do you wait
wait
for a
for a,
breakout? Do you wait for the 15-minute candle to close and then you execute?
yes, I do wait for a breakout, but if the momentum is strong in a particular direction, then I'll take the 5 minutes candle, and if I see there is a good momentum, then I enter. But I still, most of the time, I still wait for the candle to close and form a new candle.
On the 15-minute, you wait for it to close.
Yes, on the 15 minutes.
Yeah, because like I'm looking at the one over here where there was that strong breakout, like it pulled back. I don't even know if you
Yeah,
can even see.
I mean,
There
right
was
now,
a,
if you see Euro USD, it's complete. See the
yeah.
down. You see the gap during the weekend.
Yes.
The
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Yeah,
I
it was
I
big.
lost a lot.
Yeah, it's fundamental. It's not even technical.
Yeah, I have a question. When you trade, what hours do you trade? Do you trade when the New York session starts in America?
Oh no, I most of the trades I do in the morning in the US, in the European session, and then if I don't find any good setup, I'll wait for the US session. So what I do is I trade a slow market.
I like that approach too, Praveen. I trade the pre-market to the New York Open. So
Yeah,
I don't trade the New York Open, but I like to trade maybe like a couple of hours the New York Open. I understand 100%.
this is my second account. That is 25K, which
Hmm.
is, I think this is the first month actually. So I had 21 trades.
Wow. Look
Yeah,
at that win ratio. You're a beast.
and then I think it's already 700 euros profit.
Yeah.
I've ticked all the marks. So if you see again here, See, in the first 4 days, my target is 100, 110, 107 in the
Yeah.
range. So I beat the inconsistency score here. The first goal is to be in a given rules. So here I complete that. And then I take some big trades, then small trades accordingly. If there is a good trades, I'll take it. Otherwise, maybe some bucks if it's okay. But my first target is to complete the inconsistency score.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm pretty good at 16%. So it's 25 required. So I think it's all good for a month.
Do you tend to get out of the market quickly?
I don't tend to get out of quickly. What is the biggest challenge for me? I do check 5 minutes and 15 minutes candles. So what actually happens with me when you see a strong momentum? What happens is two candles of 5 minutes are very strong. They are going very down, and another comes up. I check the 1 hour candle, and I see a same momentum in that. And so what I do is yeah, go out.
I was just going to ask you before we go today, did you have any advice that you wanted to share with traders who are thinking about trading with OFP?
I think they should join it.
Why do you think traders should consider giving OFP an opportunity?
First of all, they don't have to go through challenges. Second of all, you guys have a good support team that will help them in understanding the basic rules, the good risk management. It's one of the rule in the OFP. It could be a learning curve for them. And if you think about it over a perspective, over a long period of time, what they can even achieve more is, let's say if you are a new trader and you are joining OFP, and instead of not joining a challenge, see when you have a challenge, you don't have any target. You can do your challenge in 1 day. In OFP, like you have a weekly account, right? I think for people who are just joining, it could be a better if it's monthly or weekly. But if it's a monthly, so they have time to think and then take a trade. But if of course if you already have a experience, then I think weekly challenges are even better option. But for a monthly challenge, if you're a new trader, if you're just doing part time, I think why not?
I thank you for sharing those thoughts. There are a lot of different prop firms offering instant funding now. I don't know if you've noticed.
I have not looked any one of it.
There
Yeah.
are other prop firms offering instant funding, but OFP is still very unique because of the different customizable options and things like that. Some of the things you
Another point, you're right. The customization, you can choose 3%, 5% drawdown, or you can, but I don't think even I have not seen it, but I'm pretty sure 95% no one is going to give right away.
No, there are no instant funding so far that gives 95% right away.
Exactly.
And even if a trader is allowed to get up to maybe 90%, they have to work towards it. They have to hit certain profit target
Yeah.
to be able to unlock that profit split. But we don't do that here.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
You can start it right away.
Praveen, I just want to say thank you so much for
You're
coming
welcome.
and hanging out with me. I personally really love meeting our traders and getting to know who you are and about
No,
your
that's great.
journey.
That's great.
It makes my job so much more exciting. So thank you so much for connecting with me today, and thank you so much for sharing about your OFP experience.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.